We're satisfied upon improving fighting, and now we have a kill list. We've killed a Sasquatch in 250. So now we are going to jump back to fast traveling. We're going to head back north, and we're going back to where we started. Just as the sun starts to go down. So you see that red line up there? That is the sun going down. Now it's nighttime. Ah, there we go. Civic Mound, that's what I'm looking for. So now it's nighttime. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. We're now back home. We're gonna greet the listener. And they say, we say, hey, Dakost, and the herbalist says, well, they're talking amongst themselves, and the farmer says, hello, it's good to see you. And I'm going to brag about my violent attacks. And the we tell them that we felled a nameless we felled nameless the Sasquatch. And the farmer Dakost says to the pump operator, I'm fine. Unrelated. And we are going to ask if we can stay the night. Ask permission to stay for a day. And the farmer says, certainly. It would be terrible to have somebody fend for themselves after sunset. And now I'm going to open this menu back up, and we're going to say goodbye. Then I'm going to go over here, and we are going to sleep. So we are back in adventure mode, except now we're using a tile set. This is Vetelinger's tile set. So this is the same game. So welcome to Vetelinger. Vetelinger is a longtime modder of Dwarf Fortress, and this is his tile set. So we now have text will be text on, meaning you guys can see various layers. If I look around, if I look around, of course, we can see piles of snow everywhere. Actually quite snowy. It's wintertime right now. This area is cold. No, the thing is, I wanted to start this off with ASCII to give you guys the context of kind of like where it started, you know? Because like, for me, I'm tile set agnostic. It literally doesn't matter to me. They're all the same. This to me looks identical to what we were just playing. But like, I wanted to show you guys both of the things so that you guys could get a little bit of an idea of where it came from, I guess. No, absolutely. Dwarf Fortress is very dense even for ASCII games, which is one of the reasons it gained that high notoriety of difficulty curve, because people who played these types of games already found it difficult. Now, you're still going to need to tolerate the ASCII for the maps, but I think that that's a little bit easier for most of you. All right, so let's head south again. This is an Elven location right in front of us. Also, apparently there is a creature in between me and them. So let's go see where the elves live. Okay, now I can walk. They're like right here. I found them. I'm going to hold on to Leap Clashed, a pear tree trunk, a named pear tree. So the elves are all talking. They're like, what's going on? I'm going to climb to Leap Clashed. The elves are talking. Muscular elf bone doctor says, I'm all right. The slim elf says, is this an attack? What's going on? And the elf bone doctor says, I've improved my judge of intent. Are you attacking me? Hope not. I could just like rip a tree branch off, release hold. I'm going to speak with the thin elf and greet listener. The thin elf says, I say to the thin elf, they say, hello, dwarf. I'm Itha, open flutes. How the listener is feeling. And they say, what's the rush? Slow down. Not a big fan of hustle culture, I suppose. Let's inquire about any troubles. Well, let's see. We've got the missing treasure, because they were actually, believe it or not, earlier today we were talking to the dwarves in the hillocks, and they mentioned that the elves needed to recover a missing treasure. So this is actually probably the right place to be. Ask about the missing treasure. The elf says, Ale Boltwood wants moistness covers. The wonder of Dominion, the silver battle axe, returned to Umber axe. Last I heard, it was in the walled crypt of Hate Fresh. Hate Fresh. Think fresh. Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Fresh hate. You know, I like it when my hate is fresh. The ominous disloyalty's presence in Torment Catch. So from where we currently are, that's where we'd need to go to get to Torment Catch, and then this elf's possession of the swift muscle, and then the wonder of Dominion occurred here. kind of person are we playing? We are a dwarven hero. We're keeping it simple. Not doing anything complicated today. Blind watching, blind watch, blind. Yeah, careful with that. I might become moist critical. So I think the thing that we're still going to go for, though, is we're going to try and get down to the ominous disloyalty and deal with them. So while these elves do have an interesting conversation going on, I think that we are going to just change the subject. Well, I mean, could bring up a rumor. These are all rumors that we are aware of, which we've probably overheard other people talking about. So these ones, you see, the conflict in which a deer attacked you. All right, so there isn't really too much I'm going to do with these elves. I just kind of wanted to show you guys where the elves live, because I assume that most of you have never seen an elven settlement before, so we're just going to comment on the weather. Well, it looks fine today. It is cold. And a different elf says, so the Hippo Man and the Ice Wolves and the dwarves saw the sun and vomited on the spot, says another elf. They're telling jokes about dwarves. We are going to hold on to the tree. And the Tangle Teeth Elf Weaver to the Muscular Elf says, ha ha ha, you're funny. And the Muscular Bone Doctor Elf says, thank you for your kind words. And then the Elf Hunter says, I prefer to be by myself, thank you. We're gonna climb down, climb to the yellow sand. And they continue to babble. And we're probably learning things just hearing them talking. I am going to remove, no, I don't wanna jump. I wanna release hold on the tree, and we are going to walk away. Oh, there's some elves. I could tell them a joke. The Slim Elf Stitcher. I'm going to greet the listener, and I say, my name is Zulban, worked treasure, and they say, hello, dwarf, I'm Dissa, embrace lizard. I say, and the dwarf saw the sun and vomited on the spot. And they say, ha ha ha, you're funny. So I literally heard them tell a joke and then went and told the same joke to a different elf. That's funny. And I'm gonna comment on the weather. It's cold. I'm going to be a dwarf and brag about my violent acts. I killed a nameless Sasquatch. I'm going to make a flattering remark. The hemp hood really makes the outfit. And they say, you insult me with your flattery, but let us move on. And I say goodbye. We shall move on, if you insist. Kind of moving diagonally through this way. We're crossing rivers, moving through the safe prairie. This is a fortress. Okay, well now I'm just inside of it from what I can tell. This is a dwarven fortress. Let's move up, 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 up. Fortunately, I am close to the central staircase, so I'm not lost just yet. Just going up, going up, going up. Let's go. Okay, now we're up at the top. Need to... Ooh, there's a trade depot here full of stuff. There's pears? Yeah, normally there would be people running around up here, so this leads me to believe that this fortress is probably abandoned. It's a graphite statue of Anor Potcurses. It's a skeletal male dwarf and urn glasses, the rustic convenience, the bronze slab in graphite. Anor Potcurses is raising urn glasses, the rustic convenience. The artwork relates to the creation of urn glasses, the rustic convenience by Anor in the late spring of the year 17. Looks like I found a calcite four-sided long die. We got a statue of the Diamond Brightness, which is an image of the Diamond Brightness, the deity of day minerals, and it's depicted as a male dwarf in lay pewter. And now we are in kind of the entrance of the fort. We discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. So this is the base of this abandoned fortress. And there's a road here which is connecting this cavern, by the way, which is a very deep cavern from what I can tell, which connects this cavern to another fortress. So when you settle in Dwarf Fortress and you see a road in the cavern layers, it's because fortresses like this are interconnected. You can actually use these as underground highways, although in my experience, every single time I've tried using one, I've died halfway along them to something in the caverns, although I'm not very good at adventure mode, so there's that. So I think my most productive underground experience was as a Elven bard, but it was an Elven bard that rode on a giant jaguar. So I had a giant jaguar mount that I was always mounted on, and I literally spent my time going from Dwarven Fortress to Dwarven Fortress, telling songs and teaching poems and reading books. And I had absolutely no combat skills, but I was riding on a giant jaguar. And my main form of transport was actually these underground highways. I would go find the tavern in the dwarven area, tell a bunch of songs, or teach a bunch of songs, do a bunch of dances, write some poetry, try and find their library and steal books or read books, and then I would go down to the caverns, and then I would use the underground highways to get to the next dwarven fortress. Because you can't fast travel underground, but if you just like hold the button down and cross your fingers, you can travel pretty quickly on them. The thing is, if you're going to do it that way, make sure you have a big mount or something, because you will randomly run into, like, you know, troglodytes, giant toads, cave spiders, that sort of thing. That adventure eventually, I think, died to a stealth giant cave spider. So we're not actually going to go into here because I don't want to die. we're going to go back up. But I just kind of thought that would be an interesting thing to point out. If I do go down here a little bit, which is one layer below that, we could walk around in here. I don't know why this fortress fell, so we have to be careful. But there's always going to be treasure in a fallen fortress. Always. I mean, look at these. Look at these fancy-ass socks. Bling ourselves out here. There's Gorlak leather high boots. What kind of dwarves were these? Looking for like a shield, actually, because I don't currently have a shield. But there's just a big old pile of treasure. Yeah, Gorlak leather. Dark times, eh? But I don't think there's going to be too much in here because it is abandoned, and I don't really want to go digging deeper because if I run into something super scary, we'll probably just die. So, a lot of fancy clothing. I don't really need new clothing. See if I can just venture around these mountains. I do kind of have a rough location that we're heading for. Let's try this river right here. We're starting to get to scary-ish things. I would like to fill Slim turkey. Ooh, there's turkeys in the vicinity. My water's still ice, so that's a turkey down there. In fact, there's several of them. You can see them running south. These suckers. There's a turkey gobbler. This seems like an easy way to train some fighting. The turkey gobbler. Chat, I'm going to wrestle a turkey. I'm going to grab the turkey with my right hand. I'm going to grab it by the head. You grab the turkey gobbler by the head. I'm going to draw my silver warhammer, and I kick the turkey gobbler in the lower body with my right foot. The turkey gobbler snatches at you in the lower body with his first toe, bruising the muscle. So I love the fact that this turkey has already done more damage to me than the Sasquatch did. Do I have anything to gut the turkey gobbler? No, but I can find something, and we can butcher it probably. So I punch it, and we kill it. You punch the turkey gobbler in the head with your left hand, and the injured part explodes into gore. Let's see if I can find a sharp rock. I need to find a sharp rock. So I can just look around for a little bit. Also, by the way, you can just start brush fires literally anywhere. I find that there's usually rocks nearby water sources. Yeah, I could stand above it and I can hit the create action. I could ask it to butcher it, but I don't have anything to butcher it with. You can butcher with a sword? Okay. Also, I found a small chalk rock. Hey! So, I now pick that up with my right hand. We're able to find one, so just keep scanning around, we'll find one. Oh, there's one. Okay, so let's remove the small rock from my backpack. So they should both be in my hands now. I'm also still crying. Yes, they are in my hands. So now I can create small sharp rock using small rock and small rock. I make a sharp rock. So I use two rocks and make a rock. And go back up to where the turkey was. I'm gonna stand on top of it. I'm gonna hit X. I'm gonna butcher it with the sharp rock. We butcher it. Now there's bones, meat, skin, fat, mangled skull. I'm going to grab the meat. 9. So we need to get to this right here, which is on the other side of this location. So let's move north. Uh-oh. We're under attack by a black bear. At least it's not a brown bear. So this is just a normal-ass bear, and it's attacking me with no quarter. So it's attacking me. There is a black bear. To speak Canadian for a second, look, there's a bar. Say war, and I point out that it's over there. So we are going to, I guess, bash this bear with our hammer and wrestle it to death. So it's lashing to where we were, because that little icon is indicating the direction it's attacking. Black bear misses us. It's going to take a little bit for us to land our first hit. You can kind of get an idea of where you came from and what your character is doing based on the symbols on the character. and we're gonna hit the bear. We bash the black bear in the lower body from the side with your silver warhammer, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. We're then gonna hit it to the side. It misses us again. That dodge skill was pretty choice, I gotta say. You bash the black bear in the right front leg with your silver warhammer, chipping the bone. We hit it again, bruising the guts. You bash the black bear in the upper body with your silver warhammer and tearing the muscle and the spine's nervous tissue. It's underneath us, I think. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to wrestle with the bear. I'm going to grab it with my... Why is it in my left hand? I guess dwarves are ambidextrous. Anyway, I'm going to grab the right front leg with my right hand. Okay, and then we are going to wrestle. I'm going to wrestle using right hand. I can dodge. I can select the direction I want to dodge. Let's dodge south. I'm going to grab with hand, grab head, wait a turn. Black bear misses. We are going to strike it. Frankly, I don't care if something is risky. If I fail horribly, then that's a learning point for me. We're gonna hit it in the right rear leg, which is an easy strike, I think. Yeah, that's what it says. Easy strike. So we're gonna hit it in the right rear leg, which is I on the keyboard. I am going to... It bruises the muscle, and the black bear breaks the grip of my hand. We then smack it with the hammer again, smack it with the hammer again. In fact, we just tore the muscle and bruised the spine, and bruising the muscle and bruising the middle spine's bone. Yeah, I learned bad mistake, and chat, have fun. You bash the black bear in the lower body with your silver warhammer, bruising the muscle and bruising the spleen. We bruise the guts. We chip the bone. We bash the black bear in the first left rear toe with our silver warhammer. You bash the black bear in the upper body with a silver warhammer. Also, so far, we've literally only been fighting pretty easy enemies. Like, bears to a relatively trained dwarf is like kind of a non-issue. Can I jump at you? Let's jump in front of you for the fun of it. So I'm gonna jump to right here. I jump, bash the bear. So I jumped in front of the bear, and I'm smacking him again. The force bends the neck, tearing apart the muscle, and bruising the fat. Yeah, at this point, I think that we are mostly just trying to just train a few skills up. You bite the black bear in the right front leg, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The black bear breaks the grip of your upper front teeth on the black bear's right front leg. You bash the black bear in the right rear paw with your silver warhammer, fracturing the bone. And you kick the black bear in the right front paw with your left foot, and the injured part collapses. We keep hitting it. Black bear is trying to run. We're just hitting it, just mutilating it. It's not even a fair fight. It's trying to run. It's bleeding everywhere. We bite it in the left front leg from behind, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. Using my upper front teeth, damn right, because I'm still biting it. I'm going to shake the left front leg with my teeth, or I could let go. I'm going to shake the left front leg with my teeth. The black bear breaks the grip. Oh, god damn it. I go back to bashing the black bear, and the black bear has been struck down as we strike the black bear in the head with the silver warhammer, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain, and tearing the brain. Now I'm going to butcher the black bear corpse, although I probably need to pull my sharp chalk out. Let's butcher black bear corpse using sharp chalk. And, I don't know, probably grab 15 black bear meat, put it in the backpack. And, my water is now water, which is actually good. That means it's warming up.